Hi everyone, welcome back to our fishing channel. Today we have an exciting tutorial for you all. We will be showing you how to make a Paternoster rig. This is a highly effective setup for catching a variety of fish species, so grab your fishing gear and let's get started. Now, Paternoster rig originated in Europe, and Paternoster is Latin for our Father, the first two words of the Lord's Prayer, and the name often given to a rosary, a string of beads used in counting prayers. So before we dive into making the Paternoster rig, let's quickly discuss what it is and how it is so popular among anglers. The Paternoster rig is a multi-hook setup. It can be a single hook that allows you to present multiple baits at different depths simultaneously. This rig is ideal for targeting bottom-dwelling fish such as snapper, flathead, and bream. Now let's have a look at the materials you need to construct the Paternoster rig. You will need the following. First, a main line. So choose a strong and durable fishing line with a breaking strain suitable for the target species you're after, and typically 20 to 30 pounds mono. About 1 meter or 4 feet would be a good starting point. Next, what you would need would be a leader line. So this is a separate line with a lighter breaking strain, usually around 20% less than the main line. And you would need about half a meter or 16 inches worth of line. And these leader lines are usually fluorocarbons, and they're having greater density compared to the monos, and this makes them harder and stiffer and also more abrasion resistant. So as the leader holds on to the business end of the rig, we really need to ensure that we have a tougher line, but at the same time not too heavy, right, resulting in an unnatural bait presentation or even spooking the fish. So with fluorocarbon, you can contribute to the overall strength of the rig. Mono as the main line is a good choice because even though it's less dense, it absorbs water and prone to abrasion, but it also has a good stretch characteristics that can absorb sudden pressure or pull from the fish. Now, of course, we need hooks. So typically 2 hooks or single hook for a single Paternoster. Select the appropriate size and the type of hooks, and this depends on your target species. Size varies greatly, but typically 2 knot to 4 knot would cover most common species. Next, we have swivels. So I would recommend barrel swivels. It allows the fishing line to untwist during retrieval and also help prevent tangling. So the barrel swivel lets the 2 lines rotate independently, allowing the line to untie itself during casting and also retrieval. So one of the optional items that you could add to provide additional attractant and also prevent sinkers from damaging the knot, you can have fluoro beads. Now, one of the most common questions for Paternoster rig is what are the lengths of the different sections of the rig. Now, looking at the lengths of the connection, of course, they would vary depending on what you're targeting, the thickness of your line and where you're fishing. However, this reference can be a good start. Make sure that you have at least 60 centimeters or 2 feet of 20 to 30 pounds mono line as the main line. And for the leaders, typically 10 centimeters or 3 to 4 inches from the main line to the hook would be sufficient. And of course, between the 2 leaders, please leave at least 12 centimeters or 5 inches apart. So now we move on to how do you secure and attach the line to all the different parts. Now, to attach the barrel swivel to the main line, typically I would use clinch knot, right? There are a variety of knots that you can use depending on preferences, but this would be my main recommendation. It could be a clinch knot or improved clinch knot. If you want, you can refer to this video showing you how to tie it effectively and quickly. And next, to attach the leader fluorocarbon to the main line, we have double granny knots in order to secure these two lines. There are many different ways to tie this, and I personally like the double granny as it is strong and able to hold the leader perpendicular to the mono, preventing wraparound and line twists. Here, depending on the hook type, you may use a variety of knots to tie the leader to the hooks. However, I prefer using the Snell or the modified Snell knots. You can click here to find out how to tie these knots. The fluoro beads are optional, but they do give that extra attraction to most fish, and if you're fishing bottom, especially during the night, this would be very, very useful. Lastly, to secure the snap swivel, and this is for quick sinker swap and also replacement, I use the clinch knot or improved clinch knot. Your Paternoster rig is complete. So remember to adjust the length of the leader and also the weight of the sinker according to the fishing conditions and depths that you want to target. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and our other videos in our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Do leave me a comment on what other rigs or knots you would like to see. So we'll see you in our next video.